Hi, ladies. Elizabeth, I was sad that we didn't get to see your many, many cats. Brittany told me all about it when she went to visit you in Texas. And Britt, why didn't we see Coco? I know we got to see your spunkers, but where was Coco? Oh, and those coats were super cute. And Kyla, post whenever you can. I don't want you to feel pressured or anything. We love you very, very much, and we just want you to feel the best you, okay? And since it is pet weeks, I should probably talk about my pets. Okay, so I have 3 cats, 2 rats, a fish, a frog, and a bearded dragon. Technically, they're not all mine, but I'm gonna lay claim to them because they live in my apartment. So the first one is Mello. He's 8.5 years old, about. And although he's Miranda's cat, I've tried to lure him away from her with pets and cuddles. He still prefers her, but I'm trying my best. The next in line is Luna. She's 7.5. And for all you guys that aren't Brittany, we got her from the SPCA when Brittany was living with us. First, we had Rusty, that was Brittany's grandma's cat, but he was setting off both mine and Brittany's allergies too much to keep him. So we had to get rid of him, so we decided to get Luna as a kitten. And then our youngest kitten is Tonks. She's 6.5 years old, and we got her right when Brittany was moving out of our apartment. And she is the most temperamental of the group. It's hard to describe her because, like, to me and Barbara, she'll be super sweet and loving and cuddly. But to people that she doesn't like, she lets it be well known that she doesn't like them. So the next in line would either be our fish and dwarf frog or my ratties. So with the fish and the dwarf frog, Miranda got the fish when we were in our old apartment about the same time I got the rats, I think, if like my memory serves me correctly. And I also got my little aquatic frog at that time. And I had a fish tank in my room, and Miranda had a fish tank in her bathroom. And then by happenstance and them killing each other and all that, we're down to 1 fish and 1 frog. And instead of having them in 2 separate 10-gallon tanks, I'm just like, why don't we just combine the 2 tanks and we have 1 tank that's on Barbara's and Miranda's vanity now. And then my rat-a-tat-tatties, we have Anyanka and Xander. And they started off as Xander and Oz, where we got Xander and Oz from Petco. But either because Xander killed Oz or Oz was from a bad breed or stock or whatever, because they're Petco rats and they're supposed to be feeder rats, Oz died, so Xander was by himself. And we decided to get Xander a friend, and that friend we got from Ace, but the Ace didn't say like female rats or male rats on top. They just said rats, and we're like, ooh, this one's pretty, so we picked the pretty one, and she was a female rat, and we didn't know it. Or the next one in our apartment is Mordor. We call her Dory for short. She is Miranda's bearded dragon. I think she got her at the end of March, right after my birthday. We got it from Danny's friends who was breeding bearded dragons because they have 2 like huge ones named Bowser and Peach. And the funny story is Barbara calls her Pancake because whenever she gets really large and flattens out, she pancakes, and that means that she poos all over the place. And one time she pancaked all over Barbara. Speaking of Barbara, our newest acquisition is Barbara's double spawn, i.e. a hamster. I have no love for hamsters. This one is adorable. She's super soft. And when I broke my fingers and had to resensitize it, she was like, this is the soft thing you can pet to resensitize your broken fingers. And I'm like, okay, I'll pet it. But every time I do, I'm afraid it's going to bite me. I call it Barbara's devil spawn. She calls it Willow. Same difference, right? That would probably be all my animals, unless you count the crickets that we feed Dory or the worms that we feed Dory. I don't, because that's food animals and not pet animals, 2 different categories. The only other thing that went on with my life is last night Danny and I went out to a cooking class and we learned how to make pizzas. Like, I knew how to make pizzas, but they like gave you a dough and they like showed you the proper way to make pizza. And they gave some really helpful tips on how to make pizza, so now pizza making is going to be in my future. And calzone and strombolis and just yummy, yummy, yummy food. Okay, love you, babes. Bye.